one thing about them that they do know, all of them have open and highly functional pineal glands. So you know who they're talking about. They're talking about people like us, and if they ain't like us, they're on the same accord as us because they got the same stuff, that melanin, which is the key carbon concept of the universe. That's what the Eye of Horus is for. And also the Eye of Horus is also represented as Set, the sun behind the sun, our sun, which is the highest point of the Diva-Shanic plains. You understand? So, they say that they have a highly calcified, no, a highly open and aroused pineal gland, which means that white people ain't in that. Right? Okay. Now, the point is, we got a tragedy going on here. The tragedy is, if we don't get this open, we're going to perish. The other thing is, the people that can most likely get it open is the Afrocentric or the people that's into black liberation. I don't want to use the word Afrocentric because I'm talking about black liberation, because you can got an Afrocentric person that's up there just as white as hell. He knows his history, but he white. We talk about people that's ready to take the peace off the planet. Nothing short of that. No compromise. If he wasn't here before, that means you don't have to live to. You know, some people say, oh, yeah, there's no such thing as us not living with white people. Well, that's crazy. We lived on the earth for damn 150,000 years without them. That means if you lived that long without them and you was great before you had them, and the only time you see yourself on a lowly level is when you got them, that means you don't need them. That's just common sense. Right? All right. So, the problem we have here is the conscious community, whether we like it or not, is still a small community. I don't give a doggone if you got 100,000, you got 40 million niggas that ain't got nothing on their minds. And I say niggas, and I use that word, because the white man created a nigga, and he did a good job. See, I don't get mad at the white man for being his people. Only reason why I get mad at the white man, if I get mad at the white man, that means that the white man is more than what he is. You can't get mad at a dog for being a dog. You understand what I'm saying? That's his nature. So the point is this. Well, we got a problem. Well, the problem is, if we need these pineal glands open, and the kundalini, and the only people capable of doing this, because we're not talking about a person, because some white people open up what little they have, and then we got some black people. I met a good brother from Africa that opened it up, but he don't know what no knowledge or nothing, so he can't use it for nothing. So we're still talking about the people who know thyself. The first law of man, know thyself. So we're talking about the people that know thyself and know that they got a job to do. That's a small group of people. Right? Yep. Well, let's look at this. Y'all follow me here. Y'all follow me here. Because whether we like it or not, we getting out of this mess. Why? Because number one, we don't have nothing else to do here but either die to the hands of the beast or liberate ourselves. We don't have 10 years. We don't have 20 years. We don't have 5. Right? Okay. Y'all gonna like this because, you know, in liberation, the people who didn't know and was doing some stuff were saying we might not see liberation in our lifetime. Bullshit. The time is now. The time is now. Okay, let's look at some stuff. Let's look at some stuff right now. All right, let's see what time. Let's see what time the time we on. What time is it? What time is it? Okay, look. All right. Some precise time dates. Some precise time dates. All right. April 1994, when Sophis, Sirius, and Horus, who is Isis, Sirius is Isis, used to be Set, but when he fell, Sirius went to the Isis. Sophis, Sirius, Isis, and Horus, which is her son, celebrate, you see, Sophis and Isis, which is Sabdu, celebrate their 50-year heroes gamos, a holy union. Such close timing between the solar system, Sun, Earth, Pluto, and Neptune amounting to a stunning rarity of evolutionary opportunity to humanity due to the last 2 decades of the 20th century. April 1994. So we're talking some serious stuff. Now what's going on here? I'll tell you. If you was talking to C. Freeman L., he was talking about vibrations. And in vibrations, what you have is this. In vibrations, you have vibratory rates that's higher and lower. We are operating on a lower vibratory rate. That's why you see that's why, and when you go on a higher vibratory rate, these particles can separate and you can go where the hell you want to go. Go into another dimension, which is the 7th dimension. No, it's the 4th dimension that's coming up. The 4th dimension. We're on a low vibratory rate. So what's happening with all these cycles and this cosmic cycles and all this stuff is the new age that this white people talking about, they know that this vibratory rate is getting ready to change. And that's that beam me up Scotty thing on Star Trek. You separate the molecules and beam them up. Right? Right in the Kabbalion, if they got any more, they'll be having them in, which is a millennium, well, thousands of year old science coming from the Greek, the Egyptian god TAMA-HU, which is the Hermetic Kabbalion. You can get the book for $7 right here, right now, well, whenever next week. They'll separate the molecules and we go into another dimension, right? Okay, now, in this other dimension, I was talking about separating the molecules. Remember, on my tapes, I talk about the Dogon. They have what is a Siggy ceremony. The last time they had it was 1936. Now, you know that we are on the Gregorian calendar. There was the Julian calendar, the Sothic calendar. Those calendars are right, and the Gregorian calendar is 4 years behind. So the real 2000 is what? 1996, right? Okay, the Dogon, the last time they did the Siggy ceremony was 1936. 60 years from 36 is what? 1996, right? Okay, 1996. So what we're talking about here is an evolutionary change in the 2000s of the millennia being up, and the right time, the Dogon is right on it. They're going to do that Siggy ceremony in 1996, regardless, to our time. Number 2, the Siggy ceremony is since the Dogon is nothing but people who migrated out of Hemmitt and set up shop there. The Siggy is represented as 2 Egyptian Henties. Egyptian Henty, a Siggy is every 60 years, and 2 Egyptian Henties is every 120 years, which is the celebration of Osiris. This is the celebration of Nomo in the Dogon. Remember, the Dogon said we got an evil brother, Ogu, which is the pale fox, pale meaning white slide dog, and we got a brother that was sacrificed. See how these stories, the same Jesus stories go all over the place? 16 crucified saviors, 17 with Nomo, was sacrificed, but one day he will come back and he will subdue his evil brother Ogu, who is the pale fox. This is a picture of Nomo, though. Nomo is in the sign of a fish. What was Jesus in the sign of? A fish, Pisces. Same story. A black man, the lamb, the hare, coming to kick the white man in the ass. But they're talking about the Christ. They ain't talking about no one man, because if one man come, Cracker gonna take him out. They talk about us coming to the Christ figure, coming to our Christ hood, opening up the pineal gland. Understand? But the Dogon says that they do the Siggy ceremony, which is representing the birthday of Amma when she created the world, or he, which is Nomo and Ogu's mother, the good brother and the evil brother, or Set and Osiris. You understand? But in the Osirian thing, they say that Henty brings you into the Amenti. And the Amenti is the great judgment. That's what this is. On that astral plane, you being judged by the black man. But he's symbolizing he's a black, Osiris is a black god. But he's a green god because he's a vegetation god. Right. And what does vegetation do? Everything eats off the vegetation. Right. So the vegetation is, the vegetation always suffers. Because all the animal eats vegetables. We used to do it too. All animals eat vegetables. So then he's a sufferer. What do black people do? We suffer. We good at it. Good at dying. But he judges. So the great judgment is the Hemmitt, which is 1996. So 1994,